backwards out of the interaction.
Yes.
Rather than trying to tell the person to stop it.
Yeah.
Give her space.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, I've got to go now, or whatever, whatever that looks like. Get her. It doesn't have to be far. It just has to mean the interaction breaks.
She's one question I did want to ask, she's a terrible licker. I know pugs are renowned for it, but I've often wondered, when she was quite young, she had a cattle dog attack her from behind and grabbed her. She ended up in hospital. It was pretty bad. I just wonder whether there was definitely some post-traumatic stress from that, because she is a really bad licker, and I often feel it's a bit of anxiety at times that triggers it.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I'm not seeing her as particularly not in this context.
No, she's not an overly anxious dog, but there are times where the licking is profusely going on.
Well, the licking, so here's the scientist coming out again. As adrenaline courses, they're going to get dry mouths.
Yes, yeah.
And we don't sort of, you'll see it. I don't know. Do you watch any of the YouTube animal people behaviorists? I know I was watching the other day. It was Alex Murdoch, the lawyer in the States, who's just been sentenced to about another 100 years on top of already a 100-year sentence. He went bad and defrauded people of millions of dollars. So I was watching a psychologist the other night pull apart his body language, and he spends a lot of time looking at people's mouths, and even those sorts of movements, that's anxiety and stress.
Yes, yeah.
So in a dog that doesn't quite have that same mouth movements, it tends to be more the licking that we see.
Hers is the pause. The pause is the licking.
So she's licking her paw. Well,
pause, yeah.
It's not where she's licking; it's that she's licking.
Yeah.
It's the I am. Yeah, it is a classic I am feeling stressed. And as I say, if she was a really super anxious dog, we would be seeing it here, but we're not. Yeah. So it's more when she's out, or more when something. The only other time I would be expecting to see it here is if you had strangers come, like you had people come to stay, particularly if they brought a dog.
Yeah.
Or kids. She says, I don't really like kids that much.
No, she doesn't. She absolutely doesn't. When kids come up, she's got a lot better.
Yep.
But kids, I'm very mindful with the parent. I say, look, please just go gently.
Yep.
But yeah, she's not really into them at all. At all.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And that's about the only time I would expect to see some mild, it's not anxiety, that's too strong a word.
No, it's just like she's soothing herself, or she's just a little bit anxious, maybe, if you want to put a word on it.
It's just, I'm not so comfortable with what's going on here.
No.
As I said, there's no anxiety coming over. So as an owner, it just means you need to acknowledge that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I'd be doing is saying, okay, Daisy, yeah, I get it. You don't feel terribly crushed about this.
Yeah.
That's okay. Even ask her what she would like to have happen. Does she need to go to another room?
Yeah.
What would you like to have happen now? My guess is, and she sort of just said now, nothing really. I just need mum to know that I'm just feeling a little bit off about this.
Yeah. And I am pretty in tune with her and know what she's not comfortable with and what